Hey, it's Rich. Welcome back. I just finished week 69 on Wegovy. I took this week's shot just a few minutes ago. So far, so far. I keep going up and then I go down, and I'm down a little bit since I restarted Wegovy a couple of weeks ago when they took me off for a couple of weeks. I'm down just a little bit, but I'm just kind of meandering still. I'm working hard, but then I fall off the wagon. So let's talk about that a little bit. So I went this week. The last couple of weeks have been pretty stressful at work. Anybody who works with me knows why. And we are all experiencing a lot of extra stress, and I think that's causing problems with this uh, drug and with this diet and things like that. I um, have been exercising regularly. The last 2 days I didn't, and I feel bad about that. I think here I'll put it over here. I think this time, and you'll see that except for the first 5 days since the last time I talked to you, I exercised, and then the last two I did not. Last night I didn't because I went out. I got together after work with some friends, and it was a longer night. And then I did some bad things after that, which we'll talk about in a minute. And so I didn't exercise the last 2 nights, but 5 days out of the week isn't bad. I think that's pretty good. And so, but let's talk about the problems that I'm having. So I went out to dinner last night. I went to a bar restaurant. It was more of a restaurant than a bar. It had alcohol, but it was a pretty expensive restaurant actually. Nice, very nice. But I drank quite a few beers. I had a pork chop that was this big. I don't know when my fingers get out of frame, but it was a huge. It wasn't a pork chop. It was like a half of a pig. Um, it was it was really good, and they had some sort of sugary glaze on it, which made it even better. If I wasn't at the restaurant, I would have licked the plate because it was so delicious, and it was just really good. Along with having multiple beers, and that's just not good for when you're trying to diet. And I know that's you have to fit that into your schedule, but I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't done a very good job yet. So, um, let's talk about. This morning I was thinking, okay, what could I have done better? And I looked up on the internet, and it said there's a couple of things that you should do when you go out to eat. One is try to control your portions. Well, when I'm eating a pork chop this big, I'm not controlling my portions. And another one is try to be mindful. So when you get full, mindful of being full. So when you feel like you're starting to get full, maybe you should stop and not not go crazy. Another one is uh, try to stay hydrated. I drank a lot of beer. I don't know if that counts. Probably not. Um, and then the last one is choose food wisely. So I thought I was choosing. There was spaghetti and there was a lot of high carb foods, but what I didn't realize is that it came with a big glaze on it, which probably made it not the best choice after all. And then some of the things to avoid, and I'm putting up the list here because I think I'm trying to cover them, but I don't know if I'm covering all of them. Some of the things to avoid is avoid uh, greasy foods. Well, I did that while I was at the restaurant. We'll talk a second when I got home because now I was all liquored up and I was still thinking, hey, I should eat some more stuff. It's still early. Well, actually, it wasn't early, but I was watching the playoff game last night and it went into extra innings and it was really a lot of fun. And boy, you start eating crazy when you do that. Avoid high processed foods. Obviously, that I'm not. I didn't stop at McDonald's or anything like that on the way home. I didn't go to White Castle. I didn't go to Burger King and Wendy's. I don't mean to pick out any particular fast food restaurant because they're all equal in my mind. Is that they're a convenience food, but they're not a food that I should have very often, and I don't have it very often. And then the last couple are, another one is avoid spicy foods. I eat spicy foods all the time. I love spicy foods, and sorry, if that's a deal breaker, that's a deal breaker. I'll go to 1,000 pounds if I can't have spicy foods, because I'm gonna have spicy foods. And then the last one is avoid sugary foods. Well, I told you the food I had last night was uh, a big glazed pork chop with I don't know. I don't even want to know how much sugar it had on it, but it was delicious. So that's how much sugar it had on it. So that's what you're supposed to do. Well, and then I came home and I was watching the playoff game and all excited. And so then I thought, I didn't eat lunch because I didn't know what I was going to do for supper. So I thinking that maybe we would have some bar food too, like onion rings and French fries and stuff like that, which we didn't have. So then I ate dinner. Besides, it was just bad. And then I had some sugary snacks after that and some potato chips after that. And it seems like every single week now, I'm having 1 or 2 days of just losing self control. And so I think I have um, 5 more weeks at this level. So we talked with my pharmacist about changing, and we thought, why don't we give Wegovy another 2 cycles? So 8 individual weeks. I may call my pharmacist this week and say, hey, let's switch. I'm going to talk to her about it because it doesn't seem to be doing what it needs to do, and why would I put myself through another cycle? And who knows? Maybe it'll take me a while to be able to switch anyhow. So if at all, we'll see. Um, so anyhow, let's talk about something a little more fun. Well, maybe not that much fun. Last time I went to the doctor, my doctor said that I suffered from paranoia. My doctor said I suffered from paranoia. Well, okay, he didn't really say that, but I knew that's what he was thinking. Okay, how about this one? 3 conspiracy theorists walk into a bar. 3 conspiracy theorists walk into a bar. Now that can't be a coincidence. Oh, sorry. All right. Well, let's see. How did I do this week? I was actually doing okay. I was right about zero until yesterday, and this morning I gained 3 pounds. So I was hoping to come in at zero, and I came in at a +3. I'm 86 pounds down still. I'll see you next week.